Okumu, unmute your mic if you can. Diana? It's okay. Then I hope, I don't know now, I'm not sure if they can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Diana logged in a little bit earlier, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. Rono.
Yes.
No. Good. This is Okumu, yeah?
Yeah.
Diana, you're the one talking, yeah?
Yes.
Can you, am I clear from your end?
Yeah, I can get you.
Oh, that's good. I hope you're doing fine.
Yeah, I'm okay. You?
I'm well. Good. Rono, I don't know if you can change your setting and put microphone instead of listen only. That will be helpful. Kindly do that, yeah? I hope you can hear me, Rono. Put on microphone. Fine. I think I don't know. I hope you can hear me, Rono. I think I'm going to start.
Okay.
Yeah, because of time. Now we're going to look at this topic. It's quite wide. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
this topic is combined with topic 3. I don't know if for those who have gone through the notes,
Mm-hmm.
should have been able to realize that it's a combination of this and topic 3. Yeah?
Okay.
So that's why it seems to be very. Another one, they introduced centralized administration. This was done. Centralized government administration is whereby the community has only one, has maybe a few leaders who solves the matters of the entire communities. Like they have one ruler. Example, so they would have chiefs, and then mostly this was done in Western Kenya by who? The Wanga. Another one introduced a system of building permanent homes. Sawa. Another one, the knowledge of iron smelting was also introduced by the Bantus. And the next one, they introduced subsistence agriculture. What are the negative effects? It led to the Bantu migration, led to depopulation. Another one, loss of culture, and there was transformation of languages into new ones. Sawa. I hope you understand why the Bantu migration led to depopulation. Why? Because of the people getting killed. Sawa.
Yes.
We have the Nilotic speakers. Who is Nilot? Okay, now we are to Rono. I hope you're still there.
Yes.
Yes,
I
good.
am.
Who else? I don't know. Elizabeth, how are you? Oh, she only joined using listen only. Next time, Elizabeth, join using microphone, and you're welcome to this session. Good. Okay, we continue. We go to Nilotic speakers. So Nilots is a term originating from the word Nile. The origin of this group is associated with River Nile. These are the second largest group after the Bantu. They are divided into 3 groups. Rono, you said you don't have your notes. I wanted
Yes.
to ask you to read for us. It's okay. Because I remember you said you don't have your notes with you. The Nilots are divided into 3: River Lake Nilots,
Island.
Plain Nilots. I don't know if I can share my screen. Let me see if it's possible, by the way. Give me a minute. No, that's not what I wanted. Are you able to see that screen? That's not what I wanted. I wanted to see if I can be able to share my screen so that you can be able to see the notes. I don't know, I'm going wrong. Okay, I think it's a challenge for me. I'm unable to share. Unfortunate. Okay, next time I'll see how to share the screen so that you're able to follow together. Sawa. Sawa, let's continue. I'm unable, it's become a challenge for me to share. Next time I'll see how I'll go about it. So we have the River Lake Nilotes, who are the Luos. We have the Plain Nilotes, who are Masai, Turkana, and Samburu. Then we have Highland Nilotes. We have Kalenjin of Marakwet, Tugen, and Kipsigis, Elgeyo, Pokot, and Saboat. Are we good up to there? So we start looking at the River Lake Nilotes.
Yes.
Sometimes they are referred to as what? Southern Luos, to differentiate them from other River Lake Nilotes in Uganda, Sudan. Like, of course, the information that pertains other Nilotes from other countries is just to give you more knowledge. Okay, it's
Okay.
not that important as far as testing of this unit in NEC is concerned. Anything ya Uganda, unless it's a dispersal point, but kama ni Wajaluo wa Uganda ama Nilotes wa Uganda, Bantus wa another country ama Kushites, that should not bother you. Okay, we are focusing on Kenyan people. Okay. Okay, the next thing we say, they are believed to have originated from Bal al Ghazal region of South Sudan and then migrated to Uganda and then later moved into Kenya to where they live today. Of course, it said the arrival caused the displacement of Bantu-speaking people, Gusi, Kuria, and Luya, who were forced into highlands east and north of the lake. Now, reasons for their migration of the River Lake Nilotes. One, we say they might have been escaping from foods. Another one, population pressure. Number 3, in search of pasture. 4, outbreak of diseases. 5, escaping drought and famine. 6, attacks from the neighbors. The other one, looking for better fishing grounds. And lastly, to satisfy the spirit of adventure. So their migration into Kenya began in 15th century. They moved into 4 distinct groups. You know those groups? Do you remember them? Joka Jok, Joka Win, Joka Omolo, and the Abasuba. You remember them?
Yes.
The first one was Joka Jok. Please don't mind my pronunciation if you come from that area. Joka Jok was the first group to enter into Kenya, followed by who? So they came and settled. They first settled in Ramogi Hills in Kadimo, Siaya district, and they displayed who? You see settlers. Two of Jock's son fled to South Nyanza to form the Karachuonyo and Wanjare clans. These groups spread to Sakwa, Alego, Asembo, and other parts of Nyanza. Then we have Joka Owiny. Again, moved Owiny. These were people, yeah. They moved from Uganda to settle in Alego. With this group in the 17th century, he was both a great fighter and leader, referred to as Ruoth. I hope that's how it's pronounced. He came to be known as Owiny Sigoma, and his people Joka Ruoth. Where? This group settled in Kisumu, Nyakach, and South Nyanza. Then we have Joka Molo. They came from northern Banyoro and settled temporarily in Ibanda and Bukoli before moving to Kenya and Game. Again, they displaced the Abagusi and Abalogoli out of Imbo. Again, they spread to Alego, then across all that into South Nyanza. And then we have the Abasumba. They are Bantu in origin, but they are associated with Luo. They are a mixture of Bantu refugees from Uganda who intermarried with the Luo. They settled where? In the Lake Victoria islands of Fangano and Rusinga, and also in Gwasi area. They adopted the Luo culture. Are we together? Effects of Luo migration. We see it led, of course, to population increase, intensified conflicts with the neighbors like Abalua and Kisi, intermarriages between Luo and Luya, assimilation of some Luya communities. It enhanced trade with other communities such as Luya, and Luos some of them ended up adopting agriculture as a result of interacting with the Bantus. We have the plain Nilotes. The plain Nilotes include who? The mass speakers, Masai, Samburu, Iteso, Turkana, and James. Sawa?
Thanks.
The plain Nilotes entered to Kenya around 1000 AD from an area north of Lake Turkana. Why did they move to Kenya? Again, drought, population increase, pressure from neighbors, and internal conflicts, epidemics, in spirit of adventure and in search of water and pasture for their animals. What were the effects of their movements? The effects of migration and settlement of the plain Nilotes and settlement of the Iteso. The effects of the migration and settlement of the Iteso. The settlement of the Iteso in their present region led to population increase, intensified conflicts, intermarriages, interaction with other cultures, displacement of people, assimilation of some communities, trade, and adoption of agriculture. We have the Maasai. Again, you can see how the Maasai moved all the way. Effects of the migration and settlement of the plain Nilotes in Kenya. There is nothing new on these effects. We say the migration and settlement led to population increase, displacement of some communities. The Maasai influenced the fighting tactics of other groups of Kenya. Maasai absorbed the southern Kushites, such as the Dorobo. There were intermarriages between maybe Maasai, Kikuyu, and Kambas. There was exchange of culture. Their settlement enhanced trade with different communities, and it led to them adopting agriculture as well. We go to the highlands Nilotes. The Highlands Nilotes comprises of the Kalenjin speakers, namely Tugen, Nandi, Kipsigis, Marakwet, Keyo, Pokot, and Sabah. They're believed to be the earliest Nilote speakers in Kenya. This is evidence from the narratives of their neighbors like Luos. Why did they migrate? Right. The reasons as to why they migrated: escaping from enemies, population pressure, outbreak of diseases, famine and drought, attacks from the neighbors, looking for better land for cultivation, and to satisfy their spirit of adventure. Are we there? Are you tired? Are we there, Sandra?
Yes.
Okay. We continue. So we have the Nandi now. You have more information on Nandi. The decline of the Maasai in 19th century made them rise to become a formidable group that conducted raids against the neighbors like Abaluya and Luo. Their power also declined due to colonization. We have the Kipsigis. Do you know where we find the Kipsigis? We find them in Kericho and Bomet. What factors contributed to Nandi and Kipsigis split during the 18th century? One, what led to the two splitting? Nandi wako Eldoret, and I think Nandi Hills na huko. Then we have Kipsigis on the south part of Rift Valley. So the reason why they split was because of what? Maasai attacks on the two communities, forcing each group to find its own means of defense. Drought also contributed, and constant conflicts over the limited resources in the region. Results of highland Nilotes migration. One, we see it increased in intercommunity conflicts, assimilation. Some Kalenjin groups assimilated Bantu cultures, while their culture was also assimilated by other groups. They intermarried with Luos and Luos, with the Luyas and Luos. Their migration increased trading activities in the region, and it led to displacement of communities such as Abagusis and m4v Maasai. So the last bit talks about the results of interaction between various communities during the pre-colonial period. What were the results of this interaction of all these communities during pre-colonial period? One, it led to inter-tribal wars, which led to loss of lives and destruction of property, and of course, which led to economic decline. The other one, many communities were displaced as new ones arrived. Then we have constant raids as means of interaction, led to some communities seeking refuge in secure places. We have the other one, a sense of unity developed among some communities, such as Luo and Luya, Nandi and Maasai and Abaluya, such. And then there was tension. And then we have the others, introduction of new customs, that is number F. Introduction of new technology, number G. We have specialization emerged due to intercommunity trade. I, increased in wealth in some communities. For example, the trade between Kikuyu and their Kambas made Kikuyus gain wealth. J, new economic activities sprang in some communities. For example, Maasai's adopted farming from Kikuyu. K, Bantu language was enriched through the borrowing of some vocabulary from the Kushites, and then the Abakuria, were able to develop into distinct ethnic group as a result of constant raids from the Maasai. That brings us to the end of that area. The people of Kenya up to 19th century. Are we still there?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be sending more notes to you, not more notes and I'll be sending a few discussion groups to you.
Okay.
A few discussion questions, yeah? A few questions, maybe in 20 minutes time after you've taken break. So go through that. I'll be adding notes on economic, social and political activities of these communities. Though we've looked at most of them. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I think we can first stop there, take a glass of water. I think I've talked too much. I'm dehydrated to some extent. So we'll do that first, and then I give you some assignment as you wait to do what? To get some more notes for the next 2 sessions that will come next Monday and the other Monday. Sawa?
Okay. Yes.
Yes. So naweza mwacha kidogo mkitaka kuendelea kuongea. Maybe you try to catch up if you've not been able. I can give you a few minutes to do that, yeah?
Okay. Okay.
So we have Elizabeth on board, we have Diana, and we have Jerome. Unfortunately, wameweka system kama Okumu is muted. Diana ameweka, not Diana, rather Diana is mute. Elizabeth Karanja ameweka to listen only. Elizabeth, please change to what? To microphone. Change from listen only to microphone so that you're able to interact with the others. So I'm going to leave you for a few minutes, Sindio, about 15. You try to catch up with each other, Sindio. Is that okay, Sandra? I'm off. Nitatuma maswali, muangalie page, sawa?
Okay.
Sandra.
Eh?
Hizo notes ziko wapi?
Unaona? Penye umeenda kunini ndo kapate hii stuff ya big blue button.
Oh yeah, na download.
Penye hapo kwa the people of Kenya 19th century. Ukiklik hapo ita download, itakuja hapo kwa your left side of the screen hapo chini utafungua.
Oh, sawa.
Umefungua?
Nana. Nini? Usinunue, sidanganye. Fake. Fake stuff. Umenishinda kulipa? Mimi sijaikosa kulipa, si kulipa imenishinda. Ni aerial sina.
Ulikuwa kuweka TV huko?
Aisa tutashindana na hii afadhi na afadhi atakubali kuona ati acheze kama yeye.
Wanang'ang'ania remote.
Kama tunataka alifanya.
Sasa kuliko hizo drama si nimlipia.
Ila tunaguzanga hivi.
Ile zike yenye Kibaki aliongea Uhuru.
Yes, Kibaki Nairobi.
Alisema hivyo.
Wewe tumeweka hiyo hapo.